Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penj and welcome back to the Mars Horizon beta, where last time out we took control of the Russian Space Agency. So we're switching it around a little bit from when we played this in the alpha mode where we were the Americans. Now we are taking control of the Russian Space Agency, and things have gone pretty well for the Russians so far on our space exploration adventures. So we were the first to do a test flight, to just put a little sort of, it doesn't properly go into orbit, I think it's kind of a suborbital rocket, a sounding rocket. We were the first to get that done, to gather some very crucial data, and then we were the first to get something into orbit around the Earth, which is very exciting indeed. So yeah, we've got one thing in orbit. In fact, no, we've got many things in orbit, because we then added a few other bits and bobs. I think we have 3 things in orbit. So we've got our original probe that we sent up there to just go around our original payload, but then we put ourselves up. Do we put a radio up there and then a thing to measure ionospheric measurements or something like that? I think it was something like that. So we've got ourselves 3 satellites going around the Earth. We've done lots of research. We're currently researching a new booster type, and we have upgraded our base. We've added a little research centre and an additional research bit to make us very, very good at researching. And we've got ourselves a little sort of launch test pad thing there as well. But the big thing that we're looking forward to now is this here. Because next month we're going to try and get something into orbit around the moon, which is very exciting. So if we look down here, the Lunar Orbit mission is ongoing. We're going to get 40 sort of support if it works. We get a massive pile of science. However, this is interesting. The Americans are also looking at doing this, and we are neck and neck. Look at that. We're absolutely level pegging for this. So we want to make sure that we get there ahead of the Americans. The Europeans haven't even unlocked this yet, so it's not going to be the Europeans. So it's us versus the USA. And of course, these two nations at this point in history really didn't like each other very much. So this could be very interesting indeed to see who is going to get there first. Yeah, the other thing is, because we are absolutely level pegging, if something goes wrong with our launch or the payload or whatever, the Americans will probably get there, unless then something goes wrong with their launch or payload. So yeah, it's very key that this all goes very well indeed. So here we go. Let's move it on to December 1959. The Lunar Orbit is ready to go. So let's have a little look. So what have we got ourselves? So yeah, okay, so the payload reliability, it's only 55%. It's not brilliant, but it'll have to do. The launch reliability is 72%, however. Now let's see what the weather looks like on this December day. It is looking okay. It's looking okay, probably nice and sort of fresh and chilly, I imagine. So, okay, so 72% reliability, conditions add 6, so overall reliability is 78%. So that gives us a 6% chance of the whole rocket exploding, which would be bad. 17% chance of a random action is lost from a module. Yeah, that could be quite troublesome. Let's hope we don't get that. 58% chance of just nothing going on, but that's fine because that means nothing bad happens. Or a 19% chance, that's quite good, that's quite high, of getting a lovely free bit of comms on the first task in the mission. Okay, right, let's see how this goes. So here we go. Bold new world awaits. We're going to try and go to the moon. Please work, rocket. There is a very small chance of this exploding. Was it 6%? So I'm kind of hoping it doesn't explode. I've got my actual fingers crossed that it doesn't explode. I'm kind of thinking that we get the neutral one, that's great. If we get the other negative one, that could be a bit of a problem. It's looking good so far. People are clapping. Away to the moon with you, payload. Okay. And oh my goodness me, we got strong comms. We've got ourselves a good thing. Okay, that's very welcome indeed. Okay, now let's hope that our rocket is a bit quicker than the Americans one and that the payload is a little bit faster as well. Okay, so now we have to do this. Oh, I love all that stuff. All the little sort of bits come out. Right, okay, Sputnik 2 or whatever you are. Right. We need to perform a translunar injection. Of course we do. So we need to get ourselves 4 data and 4 navigational sort of thingamajiggers. So we've got ourselves one of these to begin with, which is very welcome. That's very good. So we have one of those automatically. And I think because we got the fancy payload, we've got some extra power as well. So how about we do this to start with? Use a couple of power to generate 1 data and 2 of those. That could be very, very handy indeed. That could be really good. We generate a lot of no, hang on. We want to get that. We want to get one of those. We want to get 1 purple thing. And so let's call it navigation. I don't know what they are, but 1 navigational point thingy. And then we can combine that with the 1 comms point we've got to get 3 data straight out. That could be very, very handy. Let's do this. Let's do a calculated thruster burn. Let's use 2 of our points to power to generate 2 of those and a bit of data. And then we'll do an optimal connectivity path. Of course we will. So let's do 2 of these transnavigational things and we'll keep a power for next time. We've got 4 turns remaining. 4 turns. Okay, let's give this a go. Now, we haven't had a lot of luck with these. Is that going to continue? No? Okay, that's good. Oh, it nearly got up to the end there. So that's good. So we get ourselves 2 navigation points and 2 data. So we're halfway there already. 50% of the way there is pretty good. Oh, we only got 1 data from that. Oh, we're not quite there. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness me. It's done optimal connectivity super duper well. Okay, a slight orbital drift has put the payload exactly where it needs to be. And we got an extra navigational point. Okay. That is very good indeed. Oh, look at that. We've got the data we need already. That's brilliant. We just need 2 more nav points. Well, let's just do that again. Let's do another calculated thruster burn, and then we'll keep the power. So if it does go wrong, we can then just use our power to correct we can use the power to resolve the issue. So let's see what happens here. Got 7 power. That's brilliant. It comes back down to 5 to do this thing. Now, that has gone wrong. Okay, that's a thing that's clearly gone wrong there. That should not look like that. But if we resist, if we use one of the powers that we've got spare to resist, we should then get all the things we want. That is sorted. Oh, yes. Phase 1 Lunar Orbit is done. That's very good. An early completion bonus. Oh, so the sooner we complete it, we get extra bonuses. So 2 turns remaining, we get ourselves 2 data toward the next bit of the mission. So the next task is achieve Lunar Orbit. 6 comms, 6 data. We've already got 2 data already there. That's very good. Okay, so now we see the little Sputnik thing flying around that way. Right, remember to go around this thing. Go around that. Just keep spinning around it. Okay, here we go. So 6 of each. And we should have 2 data to begin with. Okay, that is very good. Okay, what do we want to do? We could do that and that. Nice and straightforward. Just do 2 very simple things. Keep a bit of power behind. So let's see how we get on with these. So we'll keep a load of power just in case it keeps failing. But no, that one has worked. So there we go. Green wibbly things. Yay, some stuff has happened. We get 3 comms. Very welcome. Now this thing here, that's miserably failed. The visuals, whatever it was, spectrum sampling has really gone wrong. We will resist that with one of the powers that we had spare, and that can go into there. So now we need 3 more and 2 more. Can we just do that and that? So do that again. So use up our power. We get 1 power back. So we need to hope that one of these succeeds. If one of these fails, we might be in trouble. No, if 2 of them fail. Sorry, if 1 fails, we'll be okay. Right, okay, this has failed again. We have very little luck with these. I think they've failed more often than not. Okay, so we resist this. We get the full load of comms. So that goes in, but now we need this next one to succeed. Oh, it really has pathetically failed. Yeah, didn't we always have problems with the camera on the previous one? The camera was always a bit rubbish. Right, except that has gone horribly wrong. Right, we need 1 more of those. How are we going to do this? So we could take a turn to do nothing. We get 3 power back, and then we know that we can do that, and that gives us the data we need. And we'll be able to use the correction thing if it goes wrong, which it inevitably will. So let's do that. We'll resolve our turn. So yeah, 3 lots of lovely power. 1, 2, and 3. Nothing else to do. Let's do that then. So we should have sufficient data and the right amount of comms. Plus 2 power goes back in. This is the last turn, however. So if we resolve that, let's see. So 2 power goes in. Can we get this to work? Oh, now it works. Oh, it is nearly really good. But there we go. Visual spectrum sampling is good. Someone's taken the lens off the camera. Gone, So now I think data and comms are in, and you are in orbit around the moon. Now, are we first? Did we beat the Americans? Yes, we did. We got the gold medal. We are the first to achieve lunar orbit. So we get ourselves 10 sort of public support. We've completed 3 milestone missions, which gives us a boost, 25% cheaper building research for 6 months. That's very welcome indeed. Oh, look at that. We get ourselves the total of 50 support. That'll be very helpful. That will keep our money going up nicely. And a load of science for 3 months. That is brilliant. Oh, yes, take that, Americans. We've beaten you to go around the moon. Okay, this is wonderful. This is very good indeed. Okay, so funding review is next month. Let's just flick over to next month. NASA belittles Lunar Orbit's success. After receiving a great deal of negative press for falling behind in the space race, NASA have responded by stating your agency's recent Lunar Orbit mission was of little importance. You have been approached for comment. Okay, now we could, and my normal reaction would be just go, look, they're just bitter about it, sour grapes and all that. But because we're Russia, and yeah, as we said earlier, at this point in history, the Russians and the USSR, as it would have been, the USA, sorry, and the USSR at that point, would not have been the best of friends. Let's criticise NASA. That might get us some support, and then our relations with NASA will go down, but our relations with them are terrible anyway, so I don't think it matters. So we lost 30 diplomacy with them, but we gained 20 support. So yes, our Russian comrades loved a bit of that. Your agency has retaliated in kind, stating that NASA should focus its efforts on its missions. Perhaps then they'll be more successful. Oh, sick burns, man. Sections of the press have revelled in your fighting words. NASA were less impressed. Yes, understandably so. Okay, here comes the budget review. Now, we've gone way over 80, I think. Are we over 150? Oh my goodness, we're 170, are we? Oh my word. We get 158k per month. Oh, that is a beautiful thing. And we've got the Delta research as well. Okay, good. Right, let's do a bit of research. Let's get another one of these done, because we need another one of these uppers to then unlock the next sort of tier down here. So which one do we want? That one. I wasn't really impressed with the Scout. Wasn't really impressed with it. It's not got much reliability or capacity. Whereas that one's... But yeah, we'll go for that one. 20 research. Well, our scientists can get that done in their sleep. They get 62. That's nothing. They'll have that done in no time at all. Do we want to add anything to our base? Because now we've got quite a bit of money. We haven't got mission control. That would be worth having. 250k, and I bet it's quite a big building. Yes, we're going to need to clear out some stuff. How about we get rid of that? 200k to remove that. And then I think mission control. Can we remove that as well? That's 2 million monies to remove these rocks. What's in the rocks? Why are they so tricky to remove? How about we get mission control? Yes, please. Flip it round with Z and X. So if we put that there, we get an extra bit of launch reliability. I mean, if we put it next to that, what do we get? Payload build cost. What else do we get? Bonuses too, if we can put it down. Less relaunch reliability. Joe, what? We just put it there. Yeah. Extra launch reliability. I will absolutely take that. Yes, please. Now, what was our other building? A spacecraft assembly facility. And that unlocks the mission training, which is like a little boost we can do when we actually launch the missions. Payload reliability. That's interesting. 100k. How big is it? Okay. We could put it there. We get ourselves 2... Oh, hang on. That's a bit weird. So we get 2% quicker vehicle build time. That's neither here nor there, is it? That's not brilliant. What if we put it there? Payload build cost? I'd rather have payload reliability, but I don't know if we can fit that in. Hang on. Yeah, we can. We can get rid of those trees for 50k, a paltry 50k. And then we'll have ourselves a spacecraft assembly facility for an extra bit of reliability. Yeah, okay. We'll do that, please. Thank you very much at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Oh, look! There's our thing! Yay! Now, did the Americans get there? They failed their lunar orbit. Oh, that's why they were angry as well. So our one worked and their one miserably failed. Take that, NASA. Okay, now what do we want to do? I don't think we can do... Oh, we can do animal in space. Animal in space. Or do we do a request? Do we do a couple of these just to get these done? Oh, what's that? We can do an orbital radio joint request. I don't think they're... It said joint request were not in the game, didn't it? Isn't that what it said? I thought it said that joint request... Hang on. Have I been hoodwinked? That's why I didn't pick the Europeans. Proposed joint mission. Oh, proposing joint missions is unavailable during the beta. Oh, bother. Okay, do you know what? Never mind. Oh, I see. So joint missions come up to us, but we can't propose them to anyone else. Oh, I completely misunderstood that. I thought all joint missions were not in the game. But no, they clearly are, because that is one just there. I mean, how do we do this? Rewards is 250 grand. That's quite nice. A basic orbital satellite with a radio transmitter. How does it work when we do a joint mission? Is it just we get we get ourselves some sort of reputation with the Europeans. Conducted in partnership with the Europeans, who will contribute 45% toward all mission costs. Yeah. Joe, let's give that a go, shall we? Let's give that a go. While we're doing some research for other bits and bobs, let's give that a go. So, okay, right. Select payload. Let's have a fancy Sputnik, shall we? Let's have the increased power. I like that one. I like the shiny sort of Apple technology one. So we'll have that, please. So build one of those. And then we have to sit and wait for a bit. So, okay, right. And then go back. Right, next month. Ufo Fever. The discovery of debris likely belonging to a weather balloon, yeah, of course it's a weather balloon, has sparked a wave of conspiracy theories surrounding UFOs. Several questionable magazines have approached your agency for comment. Whilst your researchers urge dismissing such stories, your PR team has noted the potential for drumming up interest in space exploration. Now, do we know what this is going to do? Do we know what that's going to do? Because I don't want to impact our research. I would rather dismiss speculation and keep our research going, and then take a little bit of a knock to our sort of whatever it is, public opinion, rather than get our public opinion up a bit, which we can do anyway, but then our research comes down because our researchers don't like these stories. We'll dismiss the speculation. Your agency has dismissed the speculation. There's more than enough wonders in our solar system, the spokesperson stated. We don't need to make them up. Okay, fair point. We've got the Star 37 thingamabob completed. Now we can get one of these. So the upper delta has got itself an 80% reliability. It's 225k and it can carry 1800 stuff. That can do that. That's less, but it's less money, is it? It's more money, but it's quicker to build. Oh, the Vostok is far quicker to build. Or the Castor is smaller. We'll get the Delta, please. That looks like the better option. So yes, we'll research one of those, which should be done in no time at all. We might also want to start doing some... Oh yeah, actually, can we undo that? Can we cancel that? Stop research on that. Let's get some building research done. Whilst it's quicker to do, let's get the backup power generator to get researched. A backup generator prevents power loss to vital facilities in the case of an outage or power surge. So the payload is 25% cheaper. Oh yeah, we'll get a bit of that, please. Lovely, yeah. Thank you very much. We'll have that done. Okay, right. Next time round. That's done. Okay. Have we completed the Sputnik? Yep. Okay, so it's a bit cheaper, but it's taking longer to build. Okay, fine. Let's design the vehicle. I don't think we should have anything too clever here. Can we not load... which one do we want to load? That one. The Space Max Plus. 83% reliability, and also it's not that much more expensive than the other one. So yeah, we'll load that, please. If you want to load this design, absolutely. And confirm that, please. So yes, we'll go for that. So yeah, build the vehicle. Go and build as a Space Max Plus. And right, research. Let's get another building done. Medium launch pad. We need these because now we've got the bigger boosters and things. We need one of those. So we'll have a medium launch pad. Thank you. And okay, next month. Yep, we've got the medium launch pad done. Oh, we are just absolutely blitzing it with the research. Let's get this one done then. And that means that we've got all the research done from Era 1, Dawn of Spaceflight. It is all complete. Look, once that's finished. This also means that we can hire astronauts as well. So Tier 1 astronaut talents. Oh, is that another thing we have to research? Okay, so we'll get that done, please. Yeah, because we've got a nice boost. So whilst this boost is on, let's just keep researching through here. Now, what do we get, though, for completing all of these Dawn of Spaceflight things? We get a boost of advanced demolition. So 50% obstacle removal cost. That could be handy, because those rocks, if we've seen, cost 2 million monies to remove. That would come down considerably. Okay, that would be very, very lovely indeed. Okay, so yeah, looking at it, we've kind of done, what, about half the research, I would have thought? So we've probably got another half to do. But that's okay. Right, let's go to next month then. So roll it round. We're still doing the research, so we'll go to next month again. I think our rocket is going to be built in a little while. So how about, now we've got the sort of mission control in, we can do another one of these. Oh no, we're lagging behind the Americans in putting an animal in space. Right, let's get this done. So yes, please. A payload, the Sputnik 2. Okay, right, that looks nice. I want the power one. I like it with the extra power because that gives us a little bit more to play with when we're doing the mission-y things. So we'll select that. So yes, please. Build one of those. Hopefully that doesn't take too long to get constructed. So yeah, and we can do these 2 missions at once because we have got the fancy thing over here. We've got ourselves mission control. So we can have an additional mission underway. What else can we build now then? We can build ourselves the backup power generator. I think that will probably be worth doing. Do you know what? Then we're going to need to clear some stuff out of the way. So let's wait until that is researched. There we go. Astronaut training is done, and now we can remove the blockers at 50% cost. Lovely. And we can get crew. We won't get crew now. We won't get crew at the moment because I'm not entirely sure if we need them right now. We're not kind of ready to go to space quite yet. Let's pick some more research. We don't get our boost anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Let's get... What does the PR office do? Unlocks mission training support. Oh, so one of the training things will be to get support for the mission. So that will generate public support up here, which in turn gives us a bit more money. I do like getting the research stuff done. I do like expanding the research lab. Because then, from then on, once that's in, all future research is done quicker. So let's get that done, I think. Let's do that, and we'll just keep cracking on with this now, I think. We want to save a bit of money so we can build the rocket. So right, here we go. So this is Sputnik 2. Say hello to Sputnik 2, everybody. It's a bit more reliable. We get a bit less science. That's fine. I can cope with that. I can absolutely deal with that. And now we need to do a vehicle. So let's have a look. I mean, we need to design a new one. Can we just load one that already works? Let's load, the Space Max Plus again. I like that. 6 months build time, though. I don't think we're going to build the Americans with that, but it will get there. It will get there on time. Or do we go for a slightly lesser launch reliability with the Space Zoom 3000? Plus, it's a bit cheaper. Let's risk it. Let's go for that just to try and get there ahead of the Americans. So, yes, confirm that, please. Build as a Space Zoom 3000. Yes, do that. And so we've got orbital radio and animal in space underway right now. And now let's go to the base. Let's see if we can get ourselves some of those extra bits and bobs in. So what did we want to get? The backup power generator. How big is it? Little square thing. Vehicle build time will come down if we build it right there. If we were able to build it there, that would be wonderful. That would be extra payload build costs reduced. That will be a 1% reward for science for missions. Not so bothered about that. Don't get anything for putting it round there. I mean, just there would be good. Payload build cost, vehicle build time down. How about we do that? Okay, so come out of that. Remove these trees for 75k, a mere pittance, and then get ourselves a backup generator. Yes, please. Confirm that. Get that constructed in our higgledy-piggledy base. The Space Max Plus rocket is ready. So this is the one which we're working on with the Europeans, and we're going to put an orbital radio up there. So here we go. Let's pick our training thing. So which one of these do we want? Payload reliability or launch reliability? Payload reliability could be improved. It's not brilliantly reliable. So let's go for that one. And then a launch date. Yeah, November. That looks pretty good to me. So yes, confirm that, please. Lovely. Right, okay, so when is that? That's next month. Okay, that's good. The backup generator is also done. So here we go. Right, what's going to happen here then? So payload reliability up a little bit. Launch reliability, 83%. That is very lovely. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Oh my goodness me. So that reliability gives us only a 2% chance of the thing exploding, a 6% chance for a power loss, which we kind of would negate with the fancy payload we put in, 69% chance of nothing happening, and a 23% chance of some lovely strong comms. So I'm confident, although, there's still a 2% chance it will explode. I'm kind of confident it'll be okay. If it explodes, that's just very, very unfortunate. And up into the sky goes the first collaborative mission between the Russians and the Europeans. And there we go. No effect. That's lovely. I will absolutely take that. All the parts level up, which is nice. Okay, let's do the little sort of game thing then. Let's see if we can make this work. This one shouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't have thought. I imagine it'll be relatively straightforward. Yeah, 5 comms and 1 data. Okay, we're just about to succeed with this. We have got a camera shutter failure, but we can resist the failure with the bit of power that we've got left over, which gives us the data, which means we'll complete the mission. However, once again, this has been hugely, hugely unreliable. One of the things that I've tried has succeeded. Every single other one has failed. So all the attempts to get every single bit of this, every single bit of the comms, failed. So we have, 5 goes at things? And yeah, so 4 out of 5 have gone wrong, which is, I mean, the chance of that must be very, very small indeed. It wasn't that unreliable a payload, but there we go. So we'll have this. Thank you very much. In it goes. Bop, bop, bop up there. That's a success. Thank you very much. There we go. Right, so we get ourselves 250k, which is very welcome. And our reputation goes up a little bit with the Europeans, which is nice. So does that give us anything? Does that give us anything extra? Not quite. Not quite, but if it goes up to there, it might do. If it goes up to the lovely sort of green smiley face tier, we might get something from that. That would be quite nice. But okay, never mind. I'm still a little bit annoyed that I misread this. I thought there were no joint missions, not that we couldn't propose them. We could have been the Europeans. Never mind. All done now. We're the glorious Russians, and it's all going very well. Okay, Space Zoom 3000 will be done next month. So let's see if we can get this all sorted. So, yeah, okay, there's the rocket. Maximum mission training bonus increased by 100%. That's quite nice. So this is going to be increased by 100%. Do we increase the payload? The launch. Could be quite a good idea to increase the launch reliability. It's not brilliant, is it? Okay, we'll have that and pick a launch date. We will have January. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. Confirm all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's gone up a little bit. That's much better. Okay, what are we researching? The Research Lab expansion. So next month, we're going to try and launch Animal in Space. We're going to try and get the funding review done, and the Research Lab expansion will be complete as well. Now, how are we looking on this? Where are we? Milestones. Animal in Space. The Americans have got there? Have they done it? I'm not entirely sure. If the Americans they've completed it. We are, what are we? Couple of months behind. Never mind. At least we'll be second. Oh, no, there they are. There is the American Animal in Space, just sort of pootling about there. Okay, let's get this done then. So, yeah, budget review. This should be looking pretty good. It's not going to be up to 300, but still, we're retaining a lot of money per month. Yeah, we can do the lab. Ooh, early satellites encircle the Earth. The world below is increasingly captivated by the idea of space exploration. Can humans truly survive the rigours of outer space? And could we even set foot on another planet? We have unlocked the inner planets. What does that mean? Oh, I want to go and look at what the inner planets means. Animal in space. Okay, right. Here comes Graham the Space Cat. Right, we're going to launch Graham the Space Cat. Okay, yep, launch. Let's see how we get on with all this. Again, chances are looking more favourable. Quite a high reliability there. So 5% chance of it exploding, 16% chance of just a bad thing, 59% chance of it being entirely neutral, and a 20% chance of getting some lovely extra reliability, which would be very welcome indeed. So, okay, let's see how we get on. Oh no! Oh no! It's gone all sorts of horribly wrong, and it's sort of exploded. Graham the Space Cat, I'm so sorry. Oh dear. That is very unfortunate. A 5% chance that was going to explode, and it has. Bother. Okay, right, so there we go. All the money wasted. Poor Graham the Space Cat's been burnt up in the sky. Oh dear, that did not go according to plan. However, because we are the Russians, we do not lose any public support about this, because we're the Russians, and I don't quite know how we do it, but we just make sure that everyone never finds out about this. We brush it under the carpet. Oh dear. Okay, that hasn't worked at all well. We'll give that another go, I think. Right, what else do we want to research as well? Robotics Research. 25% cost on the mission's research tree. Oh, so if we research the Robotics Research Lab, all of these things are then quicker for us to research. Oh, look at these. We can see down here. Now, we can't do these. We can't do all these things, I don't think. Can we do Mars? We could do Mars flybys. Hey, look. The crewed moon landing is all the way down here. No, we do have to do all these things. Oh, look, we've got things. We can go and fly past Mars and Venus and things. A Venus impactor. This is very exciting. Okay, right. That might be quite a good thing to get in. The only thing is we have to build another building. What's the Hall of Fame do? That's the astronaut pool. Okay, not so bothered about that. Vehicle assembly. 10% vehicle build time. That could be handy. It takes a long time for it to get constructed, but that could be handy to have in the long run. Or what's that? The mission control expansion, extra mission slot. Not so bothered about that right now. How about this? Let's try and get our vehicles built a little bit quicker. That might help in the long run, I suppose. And then across at the base, how much is it to remove that? Oh, it's still very, very expensive to remove these things. Yeah, we want to get the extra research lab thing in. It'd be great if we could put it there. Can we remove those for now? Remove those. So get rid of those. Skip to the next month. A group of children on the opposite side of the world have managed to pick up radio signals from your recent orbiting satellite as part of a school project. The story has been widely covered in the press. Let's send some mission memorabilia. That's quite nice. Only costs us 10k. We send a collection of memorabilia to the school, including miniature models of the satellite, and thank the children for their scientific research. Good job, future scientists, space kids. Oh, look at that. The Americans have actually decided to go around the moon properly this time. Although I can't speak because we just blew up Graham the Space Cat, but never mind. Okay, I don't think we're doing anything at all. Let's have another go at putting an animal into space. Let's get all this done again. As well as doing the animal in space, we're also going to try and launch an orbital radio as well, because we've got 2 slots, we might as well do something with them. And I did just see here, the Europeans have completed the animal in space mission. They are second, so we are going to be last in that one, which is very, very unfortunate, because we were looking pretty good until the thing exploded. But there you go, never mind, we can't go back and change it now. So I think now we've got nothing much else to do. We can just sort of move time on a little bit and just keep things rolling on. I think we've nearly done that research up in the corner there. There we go. So the vehicle assembly building is in. We're now having to pick some research. Let's go back maybe to some vehicle parts, because then we can unlock contractors down here. So let's have a look at getting one of these done. We've got the Delta booster. Let's get the Delta upper researched. Let's get that done. It's only 30. It's only a couple of months until that gets complete. So there you go. That's one lot. And there we go. Delta research is complete. And I can't remember what we're doing now. Right. Okay. Animal in Space rocket is complete. Training bonus is looking pretty good. And the orbital radio one is complete as well. Okay, set training and launch date. So, right, let's do Animal in Space. Oh, hang on. How's this going to work? Animal in Space training. How about we have ourselves increased payload? So, okay, and then pick a launch date. Let's have January for the Animal in Space. So confirm that one. And then orbital radio, click down here. Is that working? Click there. There we go. Right, training. How are we looking for that one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's increase the reliability of the payload on that one because that's quite low. January on that one as well? Yeah, okay, fine. Might as well get them out of the way sooner rather than later. I don't think it's too long until January. No. Right, more research. Let's get the Castor. Castor is 55%. How much is the reliability of the Vostok is 60%. Let's get that in. Let's get the Vostok and then the Vostok booster as well. Okay, right. Next month, funding review. I don't think that will change at all. It might go up a tiny bit, but it won't give us any more money, but that's fine. Okay, right. 2 launches. Right, Animal in Space. Can we please have this going a little bit better? So now who are we going to have? Oh, an orbital radio as well. Okay. just doing them all at the same time. It'll be fine. Right, which one is this? This is... I don't know which one this is. I assume this is the Animal in Space one. I'm going to assume adequate conditions. Yeah, okay. I think this is Animal in Space. So we had Graham the Space Cat. I know. What should we have now? Gary the Space Hamster. Right, Gary the Space Hamster, off to space with you, please. There goes Gary the Space Hamster off on his way, and I think we are going to be okay. He is not going to be burnt alive. Yay! And we get an extra turn as well on the first task. Oh, that's quite nice. Okay, this should be fairly straightforward then. Let's just get this done. And there we go. That was actually okay. I think 50% of the things we tried succeeded, which was much better than other ones. So there we go. Earth orbit. Oh no, that was the orbital radio. That wasn't Gary the Space Hamster. Oh no, okay, right. Somebody get Gary out of the orbital radio rocket and put him back in the other one, please. So yeah, bit of public support, and that's what that is good for. Costs us a bit of money to get these things up in the sky, but yes, it does give us that, and that pushes us closer toward 300, where we get the proper big bucks. And a big boost to science for a couple of months, which is very welcome. Okay, and then the next mission, right, this is Gary the Space Hamster. Okay, right, Gary the Space Hamster, let's go. Try not to explode your spaceship this time, please. Okay, right, it's looking good. Very, very tiny chance of it exploding, but, it's fine. There's still a 3% chance. Let's see how we get on. To the skies, Gary the Space Hamster, and it's looking good this time. There we go. And we know that is Gary, right? So Gary is in there. Okay, so that's unfortunate. 1 random action is lost from module on the first turn of the first task. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit inconvenient, but okay, right. So now I've got to make sure, so 2 comms and 4 data. Okay, we can probably do this. Which one is gone? Orbit visual sweep is gone. Okay, that's not so bad. Right, let's work our way through this. This shouldn't be too troublesome. And it's looking good for Gary the Space Hamster, and there he is. He is in orbit. Yay! What's it like up there, Gary? Okay, I mean, we were third. It wasn't perfect, but never mind. We get one, one public support. That was Gary the Space Hamster's mum or something. Okay, fine. That's better than nothing. So 21 support in total and a massive, massive science boost. We get 140 science next month. I think we'll be covering this. Right, we need to find something very, very exciting to research next month. So, okay, we've got that done. We've got 138 science in reserve. What's a huge, great, big thing that takes a lot of researching? Satellite imaging? That's 75. Or a human in space. Could we start thinking about putting a human into space? That might be quite good. Let's get that done, shall we? Let's actually research a human in space. And let's go over to our base as well. Now we can get ourselves some of this stuff removed. So can we remove that, please, at still massive expense, and then get ourselves the extra research lab expansion in? 200k. So yeah, okay. Yeah, get that in just there. Does it matter if it goes next to... just as long as it's connected to the main research building, it's fine. Okay, yes. Put that there, please. That can generate some extra research for us. And that's lovely. Right, okay. Are there any other missions you want to be getting on with? Okay, this is very big. The human in space research is complete. The first astronaut in space represents not only a key stride toward a stable orbital mission, but a landmark for the human exploration of space. Success is vital to convincing a skeptical public that humans can survive the rigours of spaceflight. Okay, so we've got that done. That is research, and we've still got 179 research to go. So maybe we could get that done, get the Vostok payload done, because we can. It'll be done instantly next turn, which is very good indeed. And then we are able to then start launching people into space and getting a human into space. That would be very, very key indeed. That's going to be very good for us. So, okay, we'll do that now. We've got the Vostok done already. And also, I think, yeah, I took on another mission. Solar wind monitoring. Why not? We've got one of those. Let's design the vehicle very quickly. There we go. We'll just pick a Space Zoom 3000. It'll be fine. Okay, right. Pick some more research. What do we go for now? I mean, we can start looking at some of these. Do we just ignore the satellite imaging mission entirely and start doing exciting things like this? Because there is a little way down toward the crewed moon landing. It's a little way to go until that down there. So how about what's this? Multi-crew orbit. Is that a mission? Yes, it is a mission. Significant milestone in human history, a crewed orbit of the Earth will grant critical technological and scientific expertise, as well as inspiring the world at large. 135 support. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We've got 47 toward it already. So we're quite a chunk of the way toward it. So yes, we'll research a multi-crewed orbit, which sounds wonderful indeed. So I think let's plan this. Let's plan putting a human into space. Why not? Let's plan the mission. So let's select our payload. So this is the Vostok payload. It looks a bit odd. Okay, and it's got sticky out bits, but right you are. Okay, so we can have one with extra comms. That's a fetching shade of salmon pink for some reason. One with extra nav or reduced build cost. Not bothered about the build cost. Don't care. We've got lots and lots of money. Although it is a massive reduction. It's half price. Is it made of Lego or something? What's going on there? So how about we have improved navigation modules or improved comms modules? I don't know what we need to make it do its thing. So let's just have that, shall we? It's 10% less reliable, however, but it does have proper comms modules. Let's pick that. So yeah, we'll go for that, please. So human in space is looking good. Solar wind monitoring we have sort of planned and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be complete in 3 months is the Vostok thing. Okay, right. So let's move time on a little bit. The Americans are putting other things into orbit, I see. And the multi-crew orbit research is done. Okay, that's quite big. That's quite big stuff. Let's get one of these done now. Let's get one of these done. Let's just get the Vostok booster done, because we've got the Vostok upper done. It would make sense to have that done as well. In fact, what do we get here? If we get 15, is that how many there are in the entire thing? If we research all of the things, 5% extra vehicle reliability. That does sound quite nice. That does sound quite nice. Can we have that, please? Sounds very good. We don't have to unlock that, do we? No, we just get given it. Oh, okay, lovely. Right, yeah, that would be very useful, wouldn't it? That would be very nice indeed. Do we get anything for completing all of these? Optimize boost assembly, 20% payload build time. Oh, that's quite good as well. Okay, right, let's go to next month. So the Vostok research will be done. That thing, the Vostok build, sorry, is done. Okay, yeah. What do we do with this now? Let's do the solar wind monitoring thing. I'm sure this will be fine. Okay, could have been better, could have been worse. We've got slightly less payload reliability on our sort of monitoring thing. But never mind, it's fine. We'll press enough buttons and jab things and make it do its thing. And there we go. The last bit of comms goes in and that thing is done. So we've put something, a solar wind monitor into orbit, which gets us 500k. So, of course, we did have to pay to build the payload and build the rocket, but I think overall we've made a profit on that, which is quite nice. So, yay, go us. That's very lovely. And I think what we'll do is we will finish up for now. We'll finish up for the moment because things have gone very, very well indeed. And then next time, I think, judging by when this is going to end, judging by when the beta version of Mars Horizon is going to finish, I think I'll probably get a chance to have one more go at it. So it might be next time. I was planning on doing it this time, but I've kind of got an extra video in. I found some time to sort of creep this video into the schedules. So I think next time out, we might see a lot of this stuff being done very quickly. I will not be able to go through and show every single launch and every single rocket being researched and all that kind of stuff. We'll just probably have to show the main things that are going on. So go, right, okay, we've got a load of money, we're going to do satellite imaging, and then, go, right, we've flown past Mars and we've got that thing. It'll be very quick in order to get down here toward the crewed moon landing, which is what we actually want to get to, because that's where we're going to take a glorious victory with the Russians against the Europeans and the Americans. But yeah, we'll come back and we'll see how we get on, although it is looking very, very good. We are working our way down toward this, and I'm very encouraged. I'm very encouraged to see how this is going. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on next time out in Mars Horizon and find out if we are indeed going to be the first space agency to land people on the moon. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Move out of the way, friend. I'm going to completely ignore you and do some comment moderating. Kung Fu Croquet. Maria, you've broken my heart. There you go, some more flowers that are stored on the back of my pants. Lovely. There we go. As you can see, I'm having the wildest of times. Enormous banana mask.